Hello! From not being vertical and having all that black space. That was really annoying. I have one video up that's like that. And yeah, not ideal at all. I don't like it. I bet you don't either. So I have a question from Tumblr, which I hope becomes the main content of this channel. And this person has said I have to play a solo with my orchestra in a few weeks and I get very nervous playing in front of people. Please help me not fail at the concert. Like, how am I supposed to play if I'm literally shaking with fear? The first thing I want to tell you is that everyone is scared when they have to play a solo in an orchestral in any sort of orchestral context. If it's just within the piece, or if it's like you're playing a concerto or you're doing a recital and there's a lot of people there, like, you're gonna be incredibly nervous. A lot of it has to do with how you practice, because you just kind of have to accept the fact, okay, my heart's going to be racing out of my chest, and I'm going to be having these like bodily adrenaline rush, physical reactions to being nervous. So I need to practice to prepare for that, right? So I'm gonna share with you a couple things that have worked for me when I'm getting ready to play orchestral solos or I'm preparing for a concerto competition or whatever. What I'll do is I'll learn the piece so I can get all the way through it, sitting at home in my pajamas at a solid tempo. Then what I'll start to do this ideally a month before the performance. But obviously if it's orchestra, you might only get the music a month before the performance, so, like 2 weeks, whatever. But about 3 weeks to a month out, what I'll do is I'll do my normal practice and like earlier in the day, and then what I'll do is when I'm kind of cold, I'll run around the house and like I'll go outside and I'll run around and get my heart beating very fast and get all sweaty, and then I'll sit down and play the piece when I've just run a whole lot and I'm like kind of not shaky, but it's very, how you feel after you've just sprinted a long distance is very similar to how you feel when you're nervous and about to play in front of a large crowd or a judge or whatever. The other thing that I would do is those spots that I would always screw up. I would pay attention to some degree to the spots I screwed up, and then what I would do is I would take those spots, and usually, they're just about a bar or 2 bars long. I would get out 20 pencils, put them on one side of my stand, and I would play, and each time I played the passage correctly, I'd move the pencil over. But if I messed up, all the pencils will go back to the other side. So basically, I'm making myself play it 20 times in a row correctly. I would do that, and then usually I get up and run around again. This is a separate practice session, and come back and play it in that spot again. Also, try to do cold runs, like just completely cold runs. Like, you wake up in the morning on a Saturday morning or Sunday or a day you have off or whatever. You wake up, don't eat breakfast, don't do anything. You wake up, you roll out of bed, and you play it all the way through. You do a run. So that's my advice for that. It's a mental thing. You know how to play it. You're solid, you know how to play. If you're playing a solo, you're obviously pretty good. And you just have to understand that you're going to be nervous, and it's never going to sound as good as it does in the practice room, ever. So you just have to live with that and prepare for that and have that in mind from the beginning. Happy practicing. I hope you all have a nice day.